Hi, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I messed up. I put my Is this the correct mic that it is supposed to be on? Hang on. Oh god. Yes, this is good. I don't know. It sounds twangy. I'm sorry. I'll just back up a little bit maybe. I'm sorry. I am clearly prepared for this. Um we're going to get Microsoft Flight Simulator up again so you can get nice pretty music amid this. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. I'm sorry for everything. I am very late, and then as I was looking at my um my thing that I can look at things with, and I was like, why does it still say retro and vintage? I completely forgot to change it from Chip's Challenge. We are doing Flight Simulator today after some studying, which I'll also go into. Derp, I know, I'm sorry. unless you're just saying that in general, then I have no idea what you're talking about. Hello, how's it going? Um yeah, things are things today and in general, so we're just gonna yeah. So plan is where's the plan? There it is. Da 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 there. Um I do. I've been doing this, and to be honest, each time that I do this, it feels like I am not actually progressing in anything really. So I'm going to start writing stuff down, for one, the things that I actually have to look over. But also, especially since I'm so late, again, sorry, I am going to kind of blast through some of the things, like we'll just ignore them for right now, since I've gone over them so much. And we'll kind of focus on the stuff that I haven't really, and we'll just attempt to do some of those. So that is the plan-ish. Yeah. Okay. Finding a thing. Okay, I should probably check to make sure that that's not loud or anything. Olga. Olga. And then we shall get into, the things. Okay, is that like super loud? It's like behind. Okay, I don't think so. Let me know if it is. I have it turned way up so I can hear it through my headset from here. I'll turn it down just a smidge. Okay, I don't think that does anything though. Anyway, getting to the things. What am I doing? We'll just put it in here, I suppose. We'll skip the things, go over the written things, then get into the thing later. Honestly, is that what I sound like? It makes sense in my mind, I promise. So like, okay, so we'll go ahead and start, and I'll kind of explain as I go through. I'm so sorry. I'm just, yes. Things are thingy today. So yes. Anyway, I get there. I am completely able. Oh well, I'll go over that. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. So okay, one of the things I shall explain. One of the things. So going over the requirements that I need. I need my night flying. I was going. What day is it today? It's Tuesday. Yesterday. I was set. I was set to go do some solo night flying, or at least try to. And I texted my instructor, and I was like, okay, does it look okay? I think it looks okay. Are you seeing anything that I am not? What should I do? Should I go and get my towered landings, or should I just buzz around and make sure I'm familiarized with it? And he's like, yeah, it looks good. Go over to this airport, or maybe this airport, and then go do your tower landings. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that. Well, I don't go to those those airports that often, so do I have to worry about getting turned around since it's at night and stuff? And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, everything's different and stuff. So I was all nervous, but I was gonna do it. I was gonna do the thing. And then the owner of the plane and the airport canceled me for the week because the runway is going to be words I cannot say because I'm a lady. So I did. This whole week I was planning. I was gonna get it all done. I was gonna get my night solo done, and it was gonna be great. It was gonna be amazing. And now I got nothing. So instead, I have to go start practicing night stuff with a commercial instructor over at his airport in the other plane that I'm not as familiar with, so that I can hopefully, one way or another, get the night requirements done. So that's where things are at right now. So I feel a little bit like I'm spinning my wheels in so many ways, and it's just frustrating as words I can't say because I'm a lady. There's a lot of words that I would like to say today and in general, but I can't because I'm a lady. Anyway, so certification requirements, recent flight record keeping, privileges, limitations. Oh, okay, so I'll go over that. So privileges and limitations, since that's some of the new stuff, I'm going to kind of skip, I think, over the private pilot-ish parts. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We're winging it. Privileges. Again, plane, pilot, paid. Pick two of them. So if you are the pilot, you can get paid. But if you are providing the plane, as well as the pilot, you cannot get paid. If you are providing the plane and getting paid, that's something entirely different. But, yeah, so basically if there is some degree of, like, connection between plane and pilot, just, like, read that as a gray area, and since it's a gray area, go the one way of no, don't do it, or ask the FSDO. Yay, excellent. Otherwise, you have all the other things where flowchart and everything, where you need well, with all those, you need certain certificates under operating certificates under certain parts, the 121, the 135. Or there's a big old list in FAR 119, CFR 119, hang on. Part 119 of 14 CFR, I think. It's a whole list. It's the ferry flights. It's the crop dusting. It's banner towing. Sightseeing tours within 25 nautical miles starting at point A and ending at point A. Which you need a letter of authorization from the FSDO. And then there's flight instruction, which is its own thing. Well, you're not a lady, and there are many words you want to say, but you don't, because you don't want to get yeeted because you like it here. Okay, sounds good. I appreciate that. More Checkride prep. Whee! Yes! Yes, hello. How's it going? We're attempting to kind of, like, nail out some of the stuff that I'm kind of less whatever on. So, yeah, so I'm kind of skipping a bunch of the stuff. How's the prep going? It's going. And so I was saying earlier, like, I keep going over this stuff, and it was good for the private pilot thing because I was so new to this that everything kind of brought up something new. And then for instrument, it was all good too because that was also new and it brought up something. Yeah, but like this, it's going over all of that same stuff where I knew it back in private pilot and now I'm back knowing it again. So yeah, so it's just, it does. It feels like I'm spinning my wheels. So we're gonna try and get into more of the meat of stuff that I haven't gotten to yet, I think. So you get it. It's like a nesting doll, it seems like. Right. Yes. Oh, that's a good way to put it. It is. So yeah. So yeah. And like with, I don't know. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I am also just incredibly out of it at the moment-ish. So I apologize in advance, but we're going to try and do the best that we can. We've gone over medical certificates, documents, basic med. I think I've kind of gotten that down, except I should look at what the actual limitations are for that. It's something about poundage, something about which places and seats. Like 5 passengers. It's all good. You know I know my stuff, but do I? That's the question. DP always finds somewhere to pick at and dig at where I'm not quite there. So I do. I want to find all of the little areas that, and yeah, figure out where it is. And I appreciate that. I know some of the things. I try to know the things. Proficiency in currency, familiar, blah, blah, blah. Excellent. Amazing. Did the thing, required inspections, logbook, airworthiness, purpose and procedure, pilot perform, equipment. We'll try to run through a tomato flames again. Hang on. Altimeter. We'll go from here to here. Airspeed, tachometer, oil pressure, manifold pressure, altimeter, temperature gauge, oil temperature, tomato flames, fuel gauges, landing gear position indicator, anti-collision lights, magnetic compass, ELT seatbelts. Nailed it. VFR, daytime requirements. Nighttime, flaps, fuses, fuses, and one spare set and or 50% or 3 of each type. Or circuit breakers. I have circuit breakers. Yay. Landing light, if for hire, and just in general for safety. Anti-collision lights, position lights, and source of power, which is either a generator or an alternator. You know, you get what I'm talking about. They like to dig and twist the knife a little. Yes. And that's the thing, is I try and get all of the things, and there's always something. And again, I've only done 2 check rides, but there's always something where it's like I didn't even think about it. I try and find all the avenues, but it's something I didn't even think about. So, yeah. But I'm glad you understand. Oh, God, you have a curveball. Tomato flame What's the R? Okay. Day VFR. R. Oh, no. You'll give a hint. Yes, please. Oh, God. I'll be here forever. Forever. Sorry. Flying over. Ooh, water out of glide raft. Is it? Over water out of glide range requires what to be in plane? Is it the raft? Life rackets. Yes. I haven't. See, and that's the thing. I haven't had to think about that. I think I do. So I do. I appreciate that. So I remember at one point, like that was one of the, like that was the thing. You just don't fly over the water unless you are within glide range. And then that has never come up. Like, if you do, what are you going to do about it? So you bet you fly in a watery place. Excellent. So that's good to know. And that's the thing too, is it's like I'm in the same place. I fly out of the same airport. So there's those other things to be thinking about that I haven't had that experience. So thank you for bringing that in there. I will hopefully remember that if that comes up. Funny story. Excellent. Go. While you're typing, I'm going to continue. And then flying with an operative, we kind of went over it. The minimum equipment list and kinds of operation equipment list, I will look at again. Or not look at again, I will look at in general. Because I still haven't. I have my excuses and reasons, but I do need to do it. So, and the discrepancy records / placards. Amazing. Okay. Because I do. Whenever I'm doing these, I come up to that and I don't know. As far as I know, it's just like if it's not under the daytime VFR, nighttime VFR, or like if it's not required under one of those, but it is under one of those lists, I assume you cannot do the thing unless, of course, getting the special the special flight permit, that one. But I will look more into that, make sure I actually understand what the thing is. You were testing a combat scenario in the flight sim against a Chinese carrier group. Long story short, you had to ditch, about 100 nautical miles from, Saipan. Interesting. Did you have your raft? I hope so. And so how'd it go? I hope well. Still have to look again for that stuff, the actual airworthiness, the record locations. That's what I want. And that was one of the things too, is since my I was talking to number one instructor for the nighttime stuff, and it was like, oh well, I guess I can't actually fly anymore. And he's like, well, words. And then I was like, so can we do some mock orals then if I can't actually fly? And he's like, I'm not even sure I'm qualified for that anymore. And I was like, gosh darn it. So I'll just con a commercial instructor into doing it, so that'll work. Oh, I have to look at it. Master caution, yes. You had a little floaty around your neck and then promptly died from hypothermia. Segue, we're going to try and go over all of the medical things. So you can make sure that I understand what hypothermia, all of those things are. So I apologize that you died from hypothermia, but I'm going to use your experience for my own benefit. So thank you. Did the thing. Amazing. We are doing so great. I will do the aviationweather.gov stuff again at another point when I'm less late than I am now. All the things. Okay. I'm so sorry. We're gonna get deeper into like the charts and stuff, I think, kind of. So that's why I'm a little bit less. Okay. So yeah. So we'll quick head to the chart and then we'll go. Well. I mean, it is there. Okay, we're going. Okay. Is it required to have instrument rating to be a commercial pilot? It is not. You don't know the answer. Just a question for when I have time. Oh, okay. I actually know this one. So yes, it is not required to have your instrument rating to be a commercial pilot. However, there are limitations then. So if you are a non-instrument rated commercial pilot, you cannot carry passengers or cargo more than 50 nautical miles or at night. So there's those limitations. I think that's it. So yeah. That's that's so you could make so like the sightseeing tours sort of thing. That's within 25 nautical miles and it is point A to point A. So you can go to your FSDO and get that letter of authorization. You'd be able to do that. You don't have an instrument rating. If you're a flight instructor, that's its own kind of a thing, but I would assume... I'm not going to assume, but I can't... It seems like you would be able to, because I guess that's then a question of, like, your student is not technically a passenger. That would be something I would have to look into, but that's like anything other than flight instruction, those are the limitations as far as I know, unless I'm missing something. So yeah, I know something. But yeah, flight instruction always makes it like a little bit weird. There's always like yes, strange things that come with that. Okay, so yeah, one of the things I think number one instructor said, and I'm pretty sure DP specifically is like very into like the charts and stuff and making sure you know your airspace and whatever. So we're kind of gonna, yeah. This is where we're kind of starting, I think. Fillmore County, Kilo Foxtrot, Kilo Alpha. This is our fake cross country, long cross country, over to here. And so we're just going to kind of go along the route and be like, okay, what do we need to know as we're going through here? So first, let's look at what's our altitude going to be. We're going to look at our maximum elevation figures. Looking good. So 2,000 is the highest that I see right now. Oh, we don't quite hit that. So that's okay, I guess. Still 2,000. Oop, we got an MOA in there. Let us see what it is. I will look on the thing so that you can actually see it. Boom. So we would be passing through, and we're assuming that it's VFR. Because, again, as we said, you do not need an instrument rating for commercial. So, assuming the entire thing is VFR. So, do we need to worry about going through the MOAs as a VFR pilot? Technically, no. We can just go through them. Is it a good idea to check to see if it's actually hot? Yes. Is it potentially a good idea to check with the controlling agency? Yes. Or let us see if we actually are going to be going through it. Is it hang on. I should have looked at this before I did this. So Hilltop MOA, and then what? Okay, hang on. Well, okay, so 12 Mile West and East and Hilltop. All right, we'll look at those. Oh, Hilltop MOA. That's what we're going through. Okay, Hilltop MOA. Looks like all the questions in the ACS pertain to VFR. Yes. So that should be a thing, and that's why since I do have my instrument rating, when I started doing the practicing, I was on one hand trying to make it easier on myself, but then I think that it probably makes it harder on myself to have the fact that I am instrument rated in there, but then he can dig into that as well. So I'm going to try as hard as possible to not get into that sort of stuff, just because I don't want him to start going into that stuff, and I haven't gone over that in a while, and so I'm out of that, and that's going to be the questions he's going to dig into, and yeah. So we'll just stick with VFR. Hello, how's it going? Hilltop MOA, that's what we're looking at. Sectional, where's the thing? Hilltop MOA, over to, there it is. Ah, where's the... There they are. Okay. Neum up to the red. Yep. Hilltop. Altitude is 10,000 and above. So we'll be good. Let me just make sure I'm reading that correctly. You're good. Excellent. I hope so. And I am glad. What is our flight plan? KFKA. Isn't that the, Metamorphosis? That play? And I-6-9er. I promise that wasn't intentional. Okay. Hilltop MOA. Noom. 10,000 to 8,000. Excellent. Amazing. I'm also just going to quick check the 12. Ooh, okay. So the thing is, the other one, the 12, what is it? 12 Mile West is 500 feet AGL to 6,000 MSL. So, and we're very close to it. What would you do without Sky Vector? Right? What is Sogan's thing? All hail Sky Vector. Oh, yes. It is. It's so nice. It's so good. What am I doing going here? Where's the MOA? So we're very close to this over here. Again, I believe there's like a, we're like 0.2 miles from it. So that's definitely within whatever recommended avoidance thing it is for that. But since it is, again, let me look at it again, only to 6,000. Let me check to make sure that's correct up here. I'll praise Sky Vector. I'm sorry. I'll try to remember the correct word next time. So yes, the West. 500 AGL up to, but not including 6,000. So if we really wanted to be safe, we'll go over 6,000. Excellent. So I will continue the military operations area. Yes. But again, we are VFR, so it is okay. We're like, it's legal to go through it. But for safety purposes and stuff like that in general, we'll just try to avoid it if we can. And again, if we really need to go through it, check if it's hot, and talk to controlling agency and such. So we MOA, yes, there, okay. So then we continue on. So 6,000 now we'll go with as our what we would like to be over. And then we have this garbage, which is a good thing because we need to figure this stuff out. So what we could do, well, and the other thing is at some point we would probably have to stop for fuel. So where would we do that? Why don't we do that right after the MOA? That sounds like a plan. Where are we gonna go? How about here? We're gonna plan. So we have, this place has fuel, this place has fuel, because they have little notches there. Excellent, amazing. So we'll pick one of these, maybe this one because it's like directly on our route. Or we could go here instead. We'll go right here. Miami University. Says I can do it, so we're gonna do it. And then we could just shimmy underneath over here. Nope. So we would come down here and then we would take off and then we shimmy underneath. Because that's what VFR pilots do. And we're going, that way. No, that's not what I asked for. How do I? It would never go through an MOA myself. That's what I would say as well. But I'm trying to, yeah, I'm just like a no, avoid at all costs. So that's why we're planning for over 6,000. So we won't actually be going through any of the MOAs. So now we're going like this, right? Okay, so now we're just gonna plan there. We'll try. And we'll just make sure 5,000. So as long as we stay, oh, and then, okay. And we are going, and you always try to get flight following. Oh, if you're going through an MOA. So I assume then that you have gone through an MOA. What has been your experience then? Because I have not gone through an MOA, I think. Let me think. I think technically I did, just, was it last week? With instructor, but it wasn't hot at the time. So it worked out. So yes. Yeah, it is like, I know you can, and I know there's a whole thing where there's certain pockets of MOAs that are just, you cannot not go through if you don't want to go all the way around and have a bunch of fuel things, and yeah. So like at some point, that's one of those things where it's like, oh sure, at some point, but personal minimums right now are nope. So from controlling agency, okay, it is easy. You radio controlling agency and ask, and each time they have been fine and given some traffic advisories. Interesting. Okay, that's super cool. Okay. So that'll be something to add to the comfort, to the getting more comfortable list. We're going this way. I think that looks correct to you guys. Yeah, we're going this way. Which is 0 to 179. So the way that I always think about it is because it's the 0 to 179 and then the 180 to the 0. So 179 is an odd number, so anything on that side is odd, and 180 is an even number, so anything on that side is even. Yay! So the easterly 179 up to 179 is odd, and the westerly from 180 is even. So we're going easterly, which means we're going to be odd. And so we'll go 7,500. That sounds about correct. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So we'd be up at 7,500. We'd get some fuel, and then we'd just jaunt over there, which seems strange, but okay. I didn't plan this very well. So, and then at that point, we could be at around 3,500. Although, do we really want to be there? 3,000 question mark we could do, and that could be okay. Let's check to make sure there's nothing too ishy in there. Any of these. That one's scary looking, but we'll be fine there. Skirt it, skirt it, skirt it, skirt it. Goot. Question mark? Ooh. And again, I'd probably think about this a lot more if I wasn't doing it just right now. So, yes. You find that going through approacher center can be kind of hard because they get busy. Okay, that's fair. So so technically you could get it through approach or center as well, but it's easier and just generally better doing it from the actual agency itself. Interesting. If you're playing shimmy shimmy shakes, that is no bueno. That is true. But we are intentionally shimmy shimmy not shaking underneath our Bravo. Or if we really, really, really wanted to be absolutely safe, we could skirt it like that. Although, okay, I don't know if I told this story, but when I was flying first solo in second aircraft last week, from like almost 300 miles away, I was skirting some Charlie airspace, and the avionics in that plane are fancier than what I normally fly with in the plane that I usually fly. So I was skirting it, and underneath it, I was looking. It was on my Preflight and on the GPS. I was not in it, but then all of a sudden the GPS gives me a message that made it seem like I had gone into the Charlie airspace. And I was very concerned. And I make sure that I'm monitoring both approach and tower in case anybody's trying to like contact me. Did anything happen? I don't know. But I think it was. I talked to commercial instructor afterward, after 3 hours of worrying. And he did. He said like it could have just been the like, you're going to be entering the airspace if you're within a certain amount of space from it. So it was probably just that, and I haven't heard anything. So yes. I was skirting it, and underneath I was looking. Okay, I can't tell if you are making a joke about me not being incredibly hard to follow when I'm telling stories because I don't use nouns apparently, or you're making a reference that you are not supposed. No, it's funny though. Is that really what I said? Oh God. Naughty. No. Don't take it out of context. These things are not allowed to be taken out of context. Well, okay, so here's our thing. Here's our other thing. So now that we adjusted our track, we are a bit more where we weren't. So we are more in this, but again, it's up to 6,000, so we're going to go 7,500, so we are not, we will not be within it. And this one starts up at 10,000, so we will also not be within it. And there are better ways of flight planning this, but we're going to leave it at that for now. Okay. And then so then, yes, airspaces and such. We have, so golf everywhere up to 1200, apart from the exceptions. We have our magenta shaded, which is 700. It starts at 700. And one of the things that bothers me too is like I can never remember which ones, which things, which altitudes are like up to but not including, or like starts at, sort of thing, if that makes sense. You have 2 questions. Where I'm talking with approach control, and did they ever acknowledge my tail number? No. I was not talking with approach because I was going around it. And no. So I was going around it, so I was not trying to be in their airspace. If I was talking to them, they did need to acknowledge my tail number and everything, but I was not attempting to get into their airspace. The GPS made me think that I had accidentally gone into their airspace, but I did not. Yeah. If that makes sense. You gotta head to bed, sounds good. You wanted to fill your posting obligations. That's fair, and I appreciate it, as always. So thanks for being here, and hope you have a good sleep, and have a good day tomorrow, and hope to see you again soon. Okay, yes. So I'm sorry for not making that clear. It was just one of those moments of, like, I was thinking back to, like, the old written test things, where it's, like, shoot, what is it called? The procedural area for Charlie airspace is, like, 20 miles out. So if you're actually, like, coming to talk to them and everything, you want to call them from, like, 20 miles out, and you're talking with approach. And then you eventually get switched over to tower after you get into the airspace. That sort of thing, I think. So I was like, oh God, was I supposed to be talking to them anyway, even though I wasn't inside their airspace, even though I wasn't going into their airspace? But then I remembered, like, I've also, with instructor, skirted some Bravo and or gone under some Bravo before. So, and we didn't talk to them at all, I don't think. Either. And now I'm concerned again. But no, I'm thinking, if they acknowledge, yes, my tail number, and I'm talking with them, you're all set. Yes, exactly. So the Bravo airspace, you need clearance in. Charlie and Delta airspace, you need established two-way communications, which includes the acknowledgement of the tail number. So yes, absolutely. But yeah, no, I wasn't talking to them because they didn't wanna. Because I'm so bad with ATC, which is blinding to get back onto VAT Sim. However, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. So I appreciate that. Yeah. So the other things, yes. So the 700. You know what? We'll look at the thing. I'll explain that in a moment. The thing, the airspace thing. So we go over here. I don't know if, hang on, Class Echo airspace with floor 700 feet above surface that laterally abuts. I'm not, if I've ever seen this one, it has been a while. So I wouldn't even know where to look for that one. So we'll move down to this one. Class Echo airspace with floor 700 feet above the surface. So at 700 feet is the Class Echo airspace. AGL. Yes. Seems right. That laterally abuts. Yeah. Excellent. And then we have that one, haha, which is everywhere, which is the 1200 feet. And then the other ones. Attack of the Black Chihuahua! How is Pepper? Attacking in a wonderful attacking mood. So cute. So yeah, so that one, and then we have, let me get back to the World VFR. So yeah, I'm making sure I understand the minimums and stuff. And by saying I haven't thought about them in a while, like specifically thought about them in a while, so I'm just making sure I remember them. I know them, yes. And then this one, we got some Charlie airspace. And then the Delta airspace, where is it? This one, there it is. All of those visibility and cloud clearance requirements are 3125, 3 statute miles, 1,000 feet above, 2,000 feet to the side, 500 feet below. Day or night. Bravo is 1 statute mile clear of clouds because they are controlling the things. And then the Gulf airspace, which again is up to 700 feet here, up to not including 700 feet here, up to not including 1,200 feet everywhere else, kind of, is also 1 statute mile clear of clouds during the day, 3 statute miles, 1,000 feet above, 2,000 feet to the side, 500 feet below. At night, special VFR, which I'm pretty sure he will probably ask about, is 1 statute mile clear of clouds. If it's at night, the plane needs to be instrument rated, and the pilot also needs to be instrument rated and current. Yes. Yes, because you just walked in the door. Excellent. Always ready for it as soon as you get there. So cute. And then there's the other ones where it's like golf up to like above 10,000, but no, hang on. Above 10,000, but below 1,200. Above 10,000 AGL, but below above 10,000 MSL, but below 1,200 AGL, I think is also the 3125. And then if it's above 10,000 MSL and above 1,200 AGL, then it's the 5 statute miles visibility, 1,000 feet above, 1,000 feet below, 1 mile clear of clouds. I shall double check it just to make sure that I'm not saying silly things. But again, that whole situation is like in mountainy areas and I'm not going to be flying in there anyway. However, it is good to know. Oh gosh darn it, hang on. No, hang on. Okay. So, for the class golf, when it's at or below the 1,200, so all the normal stuff, the usual stuff, it's 1 statute mile clear of clouds, night, 3 statute miles, 125. If it's above the 1,200 AGL, which is in those pockets, wherever they may be, I always forget where they are. There's just random pockets places. That's Australia. Hang on. I'm so upset about it. Wherever the pockets are that are outside of that blue shaded area and below the 10,000 MSL. I think there was some up in Alaska, wasn't there? Oh God, hang on. There it is. There it is. Okay, sorry. That was aggressive. Good day, mate. Yes. I know nothing about that. All right, so here we are. We are outside of the blue shaded area. So in here, when we are, so above, we're in class golf airspace above 1,200 feet, but below the 10,000 MSL, 1,200 feet AGL, below 10,000 feet MSL. It is the same for night, but during the day, it's 1 statute miles and then the 125. And then if you are both above 1,200 feet AGL and above 10,000 MSL, then it's the 5111. And then the Echo airspace, we'll get back to our normal stuff. So class Echo, so anywhere in here, anywhere in here, anywhere in here, above 10,000 feet is also the 5111. Amazing. Excellent. Yay. Okay. Let me just make sure. Check in with what number 1. So yeah, so he's gonna hammer me on the different airspace symbols, etc. on the VFR charts. And otherwise, it's pretty much identical to the private Checkride with the added commercial privileges. So yes, as long as I know the things on the chart, is there anything weird that I don't know? Is there any questions that you guys have to test me on things? Otherwise, I should be good. You got the Mode C veil. You need the Mode C. Yeah. Oh, it says it right there. Mode C and the ADS-B out. Within that veil, up to 10,000 feet, I believe. Let's check. And again, as long... Oops. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This one. As long as I know how to read a legend, that also helps as well. Mode C. CFAR 91.215 NA. Well, because... So it's the Mode C veil. Anywhere in there up to 10,000 feet is Mode C transponder and ADS-B out. But then above 10,000 feet, you need ADS-B out in general, I believe. But then you don't need the Mode C transponder above that then, if we're talking about the Mode C veil? Question mark? I feel like I'm correct on that, but I could be completely wrong. Yeah. Oh, we have this is the DME, right? Yes. Random DME. All alone. So sad. I feel like we should go back to more of the, Oh, and we have the Terza, the, what's it called? Terminal Radar Services Area, and it's optional Charlie procedures with... What word am I thinking of? Regulatory, required, Delta procedures. And when you say optional Charlie procedures, it's like, you should probably just do it. Might as well go ahead and do... Oh, so we're passing through it, and we're going to be below... We're going to be... going through it, so we could and should call them up and be like, hey, we're gonna just pass through over here, and they're gonna be like, all right, cool, and we're gonna do it. Grass airstrip, no fuel or beacon or anything like that. Private. Yes. All the good things. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't gone over in a while. I don't know. I think we're good. Maybe let's check the ACS again. Charting symbology, special use airspace, special flight rules areas, temporary flight restrictions, and other airspace areas. Well, then there's the restricted areas. The restricted section. Oh, found one. Excellent. Don't go in there. Himself. It's like they've missed the F. Himself. Sorry. Don't go in there. I believe if you call them and you're like, hey, can I? And they're like, yeah, sure. Then sure. Otherwise, don't. Not allowed. Otherwise, there's like the warning areas down. Oops. Oh no, I've broken it. Warning areas down here. And I believe those are just like be aware of things. So yeah, so it's like the restricted and the prohibited are ones you don't go in. The restricted you can get permission. Prohibited you can't? Probably? I think. I'm trying to remember. I will check on that. I will check on that specifically. Temporary flight restrictions. Check your NOTAMs. Don't fly in them. Where's my notes? Restricted / oops, no, go away. Prohibited. Okay. So yeah, so avoid the temporary flight restriction areas. Don't do that. Don't go in there. Yeah. Amazing. Classes and types of airspace. Did the thing. Basic VFR weather minimums and flying in particular classes of airspace. Did the thing. Correctly identify airspace and operate in accordance with associated communication equipment requirements. Could probably go deeper in that in... So going back, I guess, to the question of commercial operations without instrument rating. So they probably don't, I assume, go over class alpha things because you can't go in there unless you have an instrument rating because you need to be on an IFR flight plan. So I don't need to worry about any of that stuff when it comes to equipment and such. Excellent. Sounds good. Identify requirements of operating an SUA or within a TFR. I assume if you are able to go into a temporary flight restriction, you need to get permission. Identify and comply with SATR. I forget what SATR is. Special Airspace Terminal. I don't know. If applicable. I guess we'll find out. Performance limitations. We will... And I guess that's one of the things. Okay, I'll try and remember. So, center of gravity. And how that affects things. It's another one of those things like, I know, but... So, okay. So, when you... CG is further forward, you will have better performance, but you might not be able to get out of stalled condition, ? And if it's too far aft, no, hang on. There's a thing with controllability. And I forget what specifically, like, I'm trying to remember, like, the actual, like, book answer for it. Because if it's, like, going like that, and you can't push it far enough. Hang on. Sorry. I'm getting it backwards. Hang on. Oh, I think. I haven't said anything, but I think. When it's too far forward, you might not be able to pull. Let me say this not in a way that can be taken out of context. Like, if you might not be able to properly flare when you're coming in for a landing. With the CG too far aft, that's the difficulty getting it out of stalled condition, because like you need to be able to push the nose down in order to like build up that speed and get out of it. That's the thing. Yes. And we'll move on now. And we'll go back. We've done this once before, the performance charts and stuff. We'll do that at another point again. When, again, I was not so late to begin with. Operation of systems. Okay, so we'll quick try and go through this. Primary flight controls are mechanically operated. Cable and wheel and pulley things. Secondary flight controls, that's like the trim. Yes, so that's like a cable sort of a thing. Power plant and propeller. If K1 is selected. Hang on, what? The evaluator must assess the applicant's knowledge of at least 3 of the following sub-elements. Okay. Power plant and propeller. It is, it's a 4-cylinder, carbureted engine and fixed propeller. Excellent. Landing gear are fixed. Fuel, oil, and hydraulic. I guess I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be. Electrical takes care of. We'll do this in the plane. We'll go over this in the plane. Actually, that's what we'll do. Amazing. Hypoxia. We'll go over these, I hope, quickly. Hypoxia. There's 4 different types of hypoxia, and they all have to do with 3 or 4. Hypemic, histotoxic, and hypoxia, and something else. And they all have to do with the body not getting enough oxygen one way or another. So, too high of altitude, not enough oxygen, carbon monoxide, not allowing the oxygen to bind to the blood cells, and such. So, if you start getting dizzy, blue lips, feelings of euphoria and or dizziness, loss of tingling and loss of motor functions, and reduced mental things, mental capacity, might be hypoxic. Hyperventilation, when you are losing too much carbon dioxide, so then your body/brain thinks you don't need more oxygen, so then it turns it off or something. So then breathing into the bag, you breathe back in the carbon dioxide, so then it tells your body that you need more oxygen and something. My God. So yeah, so it's like the breathing, and then eventually the too faster breathing, not being able to again, I haven't gone over this in a while, so I apologize for the cringe. Breathe into a bag. Breathe slowly and focusedly. So that's a word now. Yeah. Middle ear sinus problems. Do the pop the nose thing and this thing, and don't go flying if you're plugged up. Spatial disorientation, look at your instruments. Motion sickness, look at something within the plane and if it's a passenger, let them hold the controls so they can actually feel it. Carbon monoxide poisoning. So I think that one was the one where your fingernails actually turn red. And yeah, you'll start to like slurring, I believe, as well as again decreased mental function and stuff like that. So get on the ground as quickly as possible. Shut the shut the heat off and open the vents. Stress, fatigue, dehydration, nutrition, hypothermia, optical illusions, dissolve nitrogen in the bloodstream after scuba dives. All the things. Yeah. Alcohol and drugs. 8 hours, bottle to throttle, but also just give it more time than that. Point or less must be 0.04. Less than 0.04 blood alcohol content. Again, make it less than that. Yes. I believe it's in the AIM that has the other the certain over-the-counter medications that you can't and shouldn't take. So I'll find that at some point. Oops. Aeromedical physiological issues, hazardous attitudes. Oh gosh. Let me try and remember what those are. Hello. How is it going? How are things? How is flying? How is life? Let me know. Happy to see you. I haven't, again, thought about the hazardous attitudes again, but it's the macho anti-authority resignation. I believe there's another A. Macho anti-authority resignation. Aggression. No, that's not what it is. Yeah, do things smart. And don't give in to get-the-ritis and other things like that. Yes. All the things. Again, a lot of these things are just like they're, water and seaplane, not doing that. And we're down to pre-flight. So we'll probably get in the plane and talk over, yeah. Did we go over the things enough? I hope so. I apologize. I am and was even less prepared for this one than usual. So we'll start at Kafka. Kilo Foxtrot. Kilo Alpha. Where is it? There it is. Boop. And, where is it? Boop. Amazing. Doing great flying, but not as good as me. No, IFR, no commercial. No. Again, IFR was after a hiccup, and honestly, commercial, I'm spinning my wheels at the moment. So no. There's so many things that I'm finding during this training where it's just like, I mean, it sounds bad, but I'm at the point back in my private training when I was, avoiding, what was I doing? I need to make this thing. I was avoiding soloing again because I was like, I should not be trusted doing these things, flying this plane by myself. And I kind of feel that way a little bit right now where I'm like, I don't feel like I should be trusted with a commercial certificate. But again, it's one of those things where I'm not going to get paid. I'm not going to try and get paid very soon after I get it. So I feel like at least if I just get it done, that'll be fine. But you only have your PBL. Okay, but here's the thing. Multi, which is excellent and amazing. I have heard that is rough. So that, like, hardcore good for you and happy for you too. You haven't started your instrument yet. A lot going on in life, which is absolutely fair. You go at your own pace. You got it where you need it to be right now, and that's absolutely fine. So yes, and that is like the multi thing. I'm looking forward to it, but also not, because it's just that much more. stuff, power, things to think about. Hello, how is it going? How is it going? I am quite well, thank you. I'm less prepared than usual. Oh, hello. So I apologize for being out of sorts, question mark. But yes, we're going to try and get some We're going to try and get some flows out and done and stuff. Cuz one of the things is like that's another thing where what? It's so beautiful. I'll make sure the things are good too, I guess, by the way. Now that I think about it. Oh no, it says the connection is unstable. That's not good. Well, I hope things are working. Okay. Seems okay. It doesn't seem too loud, so we'll go with that. Okay. But yes, like that's another one of the things where it's like going over the flows in the sim. Like I really just need to get some of them done in the actual plane. But again, I am not able to fly my usual. Oh my god! Thank you for that. That was terrifying. And why isn't this going the way that I want it to? Hang on. Amazing. Yeah, I can't fly out of my home airport right now because runway. So I can't practice the things in my normal airplane because I can't get out of the runway. So, spinning my wheels in so many ways. But we'll get there. What am I doing? Track IR. Because this is ridiculous. Boom. There we go. Excellent. You've been flying a lot in the 182. Very nice. You're just enjoying your ticket. Yes. But you're not going to the airline, which is also fine. That was one of my things is I was like, I don't necessarily want to go airlines, but we'll see what happens. Things can change. So, beautiful, excellent, amazing, and we're going to turn it off. Oh, that feels actually really loud now that I think about it. Oh, it's super loud for me. Baroop. Let us check and see what the meter is. Well, we're gonna do it. See what happens. Kafka at the 22nd. Yes. At 0335 Zulu. Does math. It is not up to date. Let me look. It is up to date. Hang on. Does math again. Okay, yes it is. I was doing math incorrectly. Amazing. That's how it's going to be. 160 at 13 knots. What is our 1-1 will be taking off then. 7 statute miles, overcast at 7,000. So that should give us enough time to attempt the steep spiral. Yep. All the things. Amazing. Okay. Because no, and I do. I absolutely understand that just enjoying the thing because there are I haven't been doing a whole lot of just like fun flights because it's like I have to be getting this stuff done. But once in a while being able to get one of those and not having to worry about what on earth is that? It's freaking me out. I need to turn this down some more. But yeah, like the ones in a while where I don't have to worry about doing stuff for a check ride and doing the things just I fly better because I'm not worrying about the things and hyper focusing on too much of the things. And it's just nice to be like, I get to fly a plane. Amazing. So, yeah. So I'm glad that you have been able to just enjoy it. Do an impression of a stall horn. I cannot do that. That was amazing. Ducky will do it soon. You're coming to fly? Excellent. I will throw the thing up there. Quack. Yes, exactly. Hello. That was terrible. I shouldn't have tried that. Hello. How's it going? Evening, evening. Happy to see you. That's where we're at. I will pin it when it comes up. There. So yes, I will have Ducky. I will pass off the having to do an impression to Ducky once we get there. Okay, so we're gonna kind of, I think, probably potentially expedite a little bit. Although I wanted to go over some of the things. So electronics. If the alternator dies, we will notice because, well, I think in this one, this little red light will come on, and the ammeter will show a negative reading. The these have flags for when they're not working. My airplane does not. And then this one just spins. So when it's just spinning, you know it's not working. This one, yeah. Pedostatic system. Pedostatic, static. Electronic, vacuum. Vacuum gauge is not here, but the vacuum would be, I think we like it to be between 4 and 6. It's been very high recently, so I think the owner was going to be looking at that soon. Okay, and I have a probably very newbie question, but one that I haven't thought about in a while. So, okay. When the what's it called? The visibility is low, right? Is that necessarily precipitation? Not precipitation. Like moisture. Or is that again just like the dust particles and stuff like that? Cuz like I thought about that being like, cuz it's one thing if it's like the clouds, right? I'm just going to stay below the clouds because precipitation and stuff. But if it was like MVFR and like the visibility was low, but I can still like see kind of, that sounds really bad. I mean in not a bad way. Like if it's still okay visibility. Like would that be an icing concern, I guess is what my main question is. But yes, I will put that down as well. It's a terrible way to put things and I apologize. It can be dust, sand, or smoke. Okay, that's what I thought. So like, again, if I was worried about icing, and thank you as always. If I was worried about icing, but not necessarily worried about visibility, like I could fly, say IFR, in MVFR and not necessarily worry about icing. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Maybe SimWise only could consider the outside temperature. Oh, that's fair. Potentially. Hello, hi, how's it going? and that's another thing. That's more of those things where it's like it's still stuff that I don't necessarily incorporate all the time, so it's still a little bit wishy-washy, so I apologize. But yes, working on it. Okay, so kind of went over the things. Hydraulics for our brakes. Don't screech them. Did the thing. Pitot heat, nav lights, beacon, taxi light, and landing light. Flaps down. Expedite. Oop. Light on, light on, light on, light on, light on. Amazing. Excellent. Fuel gauges are true now because our circuit breakers are good. We're gonna... Okay. All our circuit breakers are good. Excellent. Amazing. Good. Did the things. Boom. Okay. Static port, vents, pitot, tube, drain, hole, stall, horn, fuel vent, tire, antennas, a flap, aileron. Did I say antennas? Antennas, fuel caps, elevator, trim tab, rudder, pants, tire. Drain a little bit of fuel from either wing, flap, aileron. And then we check our, we sump it, and then we also check our oil. Where's our iPad? There it is. Maintenance. There. 5.3 quarts. We're going to be good. I think. Engine oil health is at 89%. I think we're good, question mark. It's in the green, so green is good. Worry about induction or impact icing with visible moisture. Right. If it's mist or fog, yes, it can cause icing. Right. And I guess that's one of my things, like, if it doesn't say that it's mist or fog, is it just then like the dust and smoke and stuff? Usually. So yes, if it absolutely is, if it's because of like the fog and the yeah, that sort of stuff. Airframe icing, right. I don't know. It was just one of those questions that, like, I just automatically, just even from private, I'm just like, if it's MVFR, nope, I'm not going for good reason. But also, like, I'm trying to understand the things better so that I can get into where I can, yeah. Haze, maybe. Okay. Which is not moisture. I do. I feel like going deeper into this, I still have a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings from private training that I need to get over. Mist is half statute mile. Oh, to 6 statute miles. Fog is less than half. Oh. Okay. That's good to know. I'm going to make a note of that to remember. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think about it at all just because I'm not going to go fly in it anyway. So why do I need to know what it is, sort of thing? Or I just never look into it enough to understand what it is specifically. And then yeah. Haze can be moisture. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Oh, God. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. 2. Oops. Okay. There it is. Awesome. Thank you. And I apologize for not understanding the things. Okay, here we go. We did the thing. We checked our oil. We sumped it as well. We check our propeller and our alternator belt, and we wiggle the thing, or we hope to not wiggle the exhaust port. Air intake, make sure that's clear. Nose wheel, make sure it has proper clearance. And then we pull the plane out and we fuel it up entirely because we just want to make sure that the things are good. Awesome. Excellent. Okay. We're going to take off on 1-1. So we get out from the FBO and we I passed probably by the skin of my teeth. And we get in the plane and we did the thing. And now we continue doing the things. And so we get in. Fuel's on both. Circuit breakers, but a little. They're all good. Brakes, pedal test, boop, 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 boop. Excellent. And then why did that just happen? Did you just see that? What is this garbage? Well, I guess we're going to have to check our freaking weather again. It still says it's the same. But it definitely is not the same. But I guess we'll find out when we get in the air. And if we need to, we'll turn off live weather. Okay. So, passenger brief. No talking near takeoff and landing. Seatbelts on at all times. Exit at the doors to the left and right. For now, make sure they're shut. Boop. And locked. There. Where is it? There. Boop. Excellent. And then we seat track, back and lock, chicken. And then we autopilot. No. Not autopilot. Avionics are off. Autopilot's irrelevant. Carb heat is off. Beacon goes on. Prime it, a one-a, and a two-a, and a three-a. Ooh, that was from... No, that's Christmas. I can't do that right now. Brakes, mixture, full rich. Throttle, slight. Clear left, clear right, clear ahead, clear back. Gosh darn it. Clear prop. If I leave it unlocked, does it come open in the air? Will it come open in the air? That would be amazing. And then will I be unable to pull it back in unless I slow down to a certain point? That's totally not happened to me before. Brakes are still on. Master's on. Boop, boop, boop. Turn. Excuse me? Oh, a little bit more throttle. Yes. Excellent. And hello over there. And we make sure it stays around like 1,000. We turn the things on. We put the flaps up. Bring it down again. Bring the mixture out a little bit. Put our lights on. Amazing. And for now, I guess we will do the live weather. So our METAR says, did it change again? It did not. 29990. I do not like, oh God, this makes me want to go fly IFR. I need actual. Oh, it stayed the same. I need actual experience so that I can actually do the things. Because I look up at the sky and it's cloudy, but then there's that like little bit of blue and it's just like, I can get through that. I could go fly. Not today. All right. We did the things. I suppose I'll do my run up here so I'm not making you wait behind me. So we'll quick do the things. We'll make sure that this is where we're supposed to be. Gotta put my tracker on. What? Is my flight tracker a kill? Oh, there it is. Okay. Try again. There it is. All right. Got a little nav map on so we can see how horrible everything looks when I'm done. And then we get our procedure. Oh, that's 1277. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's a little bit above, but enough. Or within 75. Oh, we have to taxi a bunch. That's fine. All right. So I guess we will. We'll taxi down. It looks like there's a wee bit of a run-up area, so... And I don't know. We'll see. Like... I really do want to get back on VATSIM at some point. And the fact that... Oops. That I'm really just kind of stuck when it comes to Checkride stuff until I can get my night hours in. And who knows how long that's going to take at this point. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll start doing a little bit of that. Instead or in addition to. So we're checking the things. Noom, and noom. It's probably a little fast. Oop. Could slow down a wee bit. Ah! No, I am using my right rudder. Ugh. Those clouds look a ton better? What do you mean? Like higher or like what they're actually supposed to look like? We're coming up on it. We're slowing down. That's strange looking. Boop. Okay. And I think this oops is like slightly a run-up area, so we're gonna... Ooh. Oh, with the sim update, right? That's right. There was one. Excellent. But again, like, was that one of those things where it? Because it did. Did you see it change as like drastically as I did? Because it looked pretty dang drastic. So is that potentially not what it's supposed to be? But it looks good. That would be good. Okay. So fuels on both. Fuels on both. Trim for takeoff. Flight controls. Bump-ba-dum, 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 bump-ba-dum. Up and down. Instruments. Good. And then... primers and unlocked. Not going to touch it. It'll mess things up. 1700. Oop. Watch that drop and back. Watch that drop and back. Carb heat. Watch that drop and back. Amps and volts. Oil, temperature, pressure's good. Idle. Excellent. It's probably just their server having load hiccups. Oh, on update day. Okay, that's absolutely fair. Your right rudder felt almost ineffective when taxiing. Okay, so it wasn't... Oh, what's the wind? Oh. It is 160 at like 13. So we're going like there. So then it's like there. So it ended up... Hang on. So then it's going like that. So it's pushing like that. So then we're supposed to go up like that. I should... Yeah. So we should have been... You can't see my yoke. Where is it? Give it... Why wouldn't it give me my yoke back? that's because that's not the yoke. So we should have been like that and like that as we were taxiing because it was coming from that way. And that would have probably helped. Oops, because yeah, I definitely had that, and I just assumed it was me not ruddering properly. Yeah, as usual. So that's definitely something I should be more aware of. Okay. Fillmore traffic. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, departing 1-1 to the south. Fillmore. Okay. So we're looking. Hello. And we're going. Mixture's full rich. All the things are good. Green. Amazing. Yeah. Yes. So because that it was both of us, I would assume it would be that. Otherwise, I would have just assumed that it's me doing things I'm not supposed to. All right, and we feel like we're definitely gonna have to turn off live weather, but we're gonna see how it goes. So wind is like, oops, that. Gentle, oops, gentle, oops, gentle, oops, gentle, oops, gentle, oops, gentle, oops. Whoa. Amazing. We hold it. Okay. Now we will go and do the things. So we'll start. We'll get up to. We were at about 1,300. So we'll get up about 2,500. Let me think. $4,000 would be good. Yes. Yes, I think that is correct. We're gonna start our turn out because we are at least 700, or at least 300 feet below pattern, I think is what the thing is. Wait, what am I doing? I looked at the wrong freaking runway. We're turning this way. Oh, so I should have gone. Yes. I thought I was turning left out of the thing. I definitely should have gone a little bit further before turning right out of the thing. Now I'll pitch down a little bit so that we can see what's going on. I want to get in the clouds. The complete exact opposite reaction of what I would do in real life. Am oscillating. Let's see how it goes. I feel like the plane I fly in real life does not oscillate this much. Is it because this is the 152? Or do I just not notice it as much? All right, coming up on 4,000. And I think I'm not going to try as hard to get everything. This sounds bad, but to get everything properly configured, like at a certain altitude and at a certain this, that, whatever. And we're just going to work on the flows just because I'm really terrible at getting this one configured, and it just takes a lot of time. So we're just going to do our absolute best and run with it. So we shall do our clearing turns. Hello, my God, hi! That was fun, hello. So we're gonna clearing turn to the left. I don't know how to lead this. Or, you know what, since I'm on the right, we're gonna do clearing turn to the right. So I'm gonna do clearing turn to the right. And then, yeah. So like, do I just say like 3, 2, 1 or something? And then go? All right, we're gonna go. We're at about 3,900 and we're gonna like keep it that way-ish. Oh, hello! Oh God, hello! Now I don't want to turn. Look, my clearing turn has discovered. Oh my God, you're turning. Excellent, okay. This is why we do clearing turns. Nice and gentle. We're just gonna do a full 1. Full 360. It is easiest. Nice and gentle. Looking, looking, looking. All right. Okay. So now we shall do our steep turns. And we're just going to keep it at that 3,900 just because it seems like it likes it there. So we're going to let it have what it wants. So steep turns, we will do the thing. Left and then right. Hello, hello. N80, yes, N80 Tree Fox, thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here and for putting up with me. I hope you are well. So steep turn. We'll do it to left, and then we'll go immediately into the right one. Again, I have been told that I might have to only do one, but I've also heard a thing where you need to do both steep turns linked. So we're going to practice doing it linked. And I will also attempt to add the power for it and see if, yeah. Because again, the plane that I fly, I don't usually need to add power, or I don't have to add power. But we're going to try it anyway. So, just in case. So going through those flows. So we're heading south. We're going to go from the left. And so we're going to neum to the right. And then we're going to neum 50 degrees. Nice and whoop, and just gentle like. And pulling up and making it gentle like. And pulling back, making it nice and gentle like. And rolling out and making sure we keep our nose up and or down and go directly into the other one. See, that extra thing with adding the throttle I am not used to, and so this is not going at all the way I would like it to. It's not like completely horrendous, but it's just... Alright, and oops, rolling out. And then bringing it, down. That power back to where it needs to be. You definitely had to add power this weekend in the Archer. Yes. So, and is that something specific to, like, not specific to the Archer, but like, what are the differences with that between like the 172 and the Archer? Because I thought there was something like specifically for power settings for that, but I could be completely wrong. Without it, it was either a 200 feet per minute descent or a loss of about 6 knots of airspeed. Okay, fair enough. Interesting. Okay. And the sim does not model steep turns well. Okay, sounds good. I will let that be a comfort, I guess. Accelerated stall. And I'm so excited that you got to go fly and got all of that stuff done. That was so... I am. That was so fun to hear about. Accelerated stall, it needs to be 3,000 feet up. So 3,000 is 4,300, so I would need to climb. So we are going to... We'll lazy 8, and then we will shundell, and then we will do stalls and stuff. Okay. So lazy 8 will attempt. Again, make sure do not go above 45 degrees of bank and 100 feet, question mark. So here-ish, we go-ish. So we whoop and then we whoop. And then we pull and then we pull, nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like. And we're still in it, so we just turn and we pull, nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like. Feel like I'm very close. And then we start coming down again. That bank starts coming out. And we start bringing it back up to level as we continue to roll out. And boom. That wasn't horrible. I think, maybe, I don't know. You feel like you're ready for a flight review, but it won't be for a few months. Oh, okay. When do you have to do it by? So you'll get plenty of practice in, just to make it like, yeah, just perfect. You'll get to your flight review, and your person will be like, why? Why did you even have to do this? For you, you always did it with power for steep turn, right? I will. I'll have to check with it again. I will probably have to practice it a bit more as well. But yeah, I guess I don't know. I'll look. I assume it's probably like the stole kit or something, but I could be just not correct. So, all right, so we're trimming down. We're getting up to cruise. Oops. We'll do our shundell. And again, we're not going to get too finicky with the configurations, so we will shundell it. So 30 degrees as we put the power in, and then we pull nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like, nice and gentle like, up to that 90 degree. Oop, 90 degree. Then we, oops, start bringing bank out, keep that pitch in. Oops, no, gentle, ducky, gentle. Right on that north. Kiss that stall horn. Kiss it. There it is. He's saying great job. Amazing. Excellent. Thank you, ducky. You're too kind. Get back into cruise. Minimum loss of altitude. All right. And Chandel to the right. Yes, that one. Then continue a smooth rollout from the 90-degree point. Okay. I will do that with the next one. So to the right, from the 90-degree point. So 30 degrees. So bank as we slowly, nicely, gently pitch, bringing that speed down. Not more than 30. Speed down. Oops. And nice rollout as we continue to come around. And we're still pitching. We're still keeping that pitch nice and rolling out. Right there. Kiss that stall horn. There he is. And there. Oop, bring it back into cruise. Minimal loss of altitude. And yeah, I still do put the things into little blocks. And I like focus. We talked about this when I was doing my power off 180s. And I do that basically all the way through Checkride, and I get through Checkride, and then after that, it's like, oh, this is so much easier to not do it that way. But I don't know what it is. It is so hard to break out of that, like, compartmentalization of it until I don't have to worry about nailing it, sort of thing. So yeah, I do. I appreciate that. I'm gonna try and do it where I'm just doing the thing and not thinking about it so technically. You learn the technicalities of it so that you know how to do it, and then you just do it. All right, so we'll do the accelerated stall right away since we're up here, question mark. So again, that's 3,000 feet that we need to be up, and we are good. So we set it up like a regular, like a power off stall. And so we bring it down. Keep that altitude. Ooh, with pitch. Power out, altitude with pitch. Do not have flaps and stuff like that on because that would be terrifying with the accelerated stall. Keep that pitch, keep that pitch. I think we'll get to 60 and then we'll idle and rip it. Go like that, looking and jupe and pull. And first indication, so we recover. Pitching down, get that speed back up. Nice and gentle-like. Excellent. Okay. Okay. One stall down. And then we do that slow flight. Does it say slow flight in the ACS? I haven't looked in a while, actually. I kind of assume it does. Oh, but you know what? That's right. I can never... Oops. I can never properly put this into slow flight without sinking. Although I think... Hello! I mean, I think here should probably be okay. I'll try to trim it. Let's see. Oops, 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 oops. All right. So we are in our slow flight. Look at how slow we are going. Where's our... Hang on. I'm gonna try and make us not move. Oops, oops, oops. Bring in power up a little bit to keep our altitude. There we go. Oops, that's a bit much. Trim wheel, are you even moving? Okay. Alright, are we moving? Our ground speed is apparently 57 knots. Gosh darn it. I was hoping for less. Hello! Slow flight formation. Alright. So we were in the slow flight. We descend. Bring power out a little bit. And just descend gently. Oop. Keeping our airspeed. And if we climb, we put power up, and then we could take carb heat out and put flaps out as well. But we're not going to do that because we're perfectly, ooh, blue skies, configured for what we're going to do next. So we're going to turn to the east, and we'll do our other couple of stalls. Bada boom ba. Shoop. All right, Ducky, this is your moment. Are we ready? All right. So, power out. Wait, no. Power out. Pitch down to get to about landing speed, and then we noom. And then we just, oops, that's probably a bit aggressive. So we're just going to hold it like right there and just let it. Then we pitch down. Power in and bring the nose up to the horizon as we're doing the other things like cleaning up the plane. And bring in trim out. That wasn't horrible. We didn't fully spin. We saved it. Okay. So now we're just going to stay kind of where we are. Back to proper cruise. And then we'll do power on stall. Noop and noop. And then we bring it out again. Power comes out again. We slow ourselves up. And again, I think commercial instructor gave me like a slightly different way to do it. I'm trying to remember what it is. So bring power out again. I think the number we aim for is 70, but that's because it's miles per hour. So we'll bring it to like 60, and then we shall noom. I feel like that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Hang on. God dang it. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I have not been able to do this stuff in real life in a while. Gosh darn it. It's tragic. Okay. We're gonna try this again. Bring in power down. Bring in power down, bring in power down, bring in power down. About like that-ish, and then we move, and then we, oop, oh, okay, hello, ducky. Oh, that's aggressive. And we hold it, and we hold it. That blue sky above, ducky is just not pleased at all. We're just gonna, oh, wait, you know what? Shoot, hang on. You know what else I need to freaking remember? I mean, we're gonna do this first, hang on. The power on stall is the first indication of a stall, and you can break it after that. Not break it, but I keep forgetting that. So let's try this again. All we gotta do is make Ducky squeak, and then we're good. For the love. Okay. Doing it again. Bringing power out, bringing power out. Keeping at altitude, and then we power up, and we displease Ducky. Ducky is apparently still, oh, there he is. Okay. Then we bring power, no, we don't bring power out. We nose down. Hello! And we recover. That's the way. I always forget that. Gosh darn it. And now we're gonna turn this way. Let me think. We're gonna climb and turn. Turn and climb, turn and climb, turn and climb. We're gonna get up a few more 1,000 feet, I think-ish, unless we need to just stay right where we're at. I don't know. If we need to, we'll turn live weather off. We need a couple more 1,000 feet so we can do steep spiral. God, the power off stall was so ridiculously docile in the Archer. It's so unrealistically violent and wing dropping in the sim. Really? Interesting. Okay. So did you practice those as well? Because that's something that I haven't gotten to yet, is practicing stalls in real life on my own. I have been told that that's okay, that I can wait until CFI training. And do you do it? Do you do it to full break? Only thing you don't like is Betty yells stall at you instead of the reed or piezoelectric system. I don't think I've ever heard that word. Oh yeah, definitely practice stalls. Oh, that's so cool. That's, oh, you know what? That's you have said that you do that with passengers. And I'm like, oh no. Well, the ones that are good with it. But yeah, I'm not there. I'm not quite there yet. I still have those little studenty fears where I'm just like, I'm gonna not do that when I don't have somebody to save my things. Absolutely to full break. Did you have to do commercial Checkride to full break? Because I have heard, again, like private. Oh, you know what? Practice them in a turn. Yes, that's right. You know what? I will do that as well. I did that once with commercial instructor because he goes like technically the ACS says that the stall can be done to, and is that the power on stall too? Because then you have to do it to a full break. Yes, I'm not sure what the yes was for. Oh, for your commercial. Really? Okay. Because apparently everything after a private for the power on stall, you don't have to do it to a full. So I guess we'll see. But all right, so stall with 10 degrees of bank. Bringing it out. Keeping the altitude. You did it under the PTS. Okay, but then again, like I think about that and I'm like, isn't it probably better to practice it to a full stall? Cause like then you know what you're, hello. Are we ready to stall these things? Oh no, I don't want to stall it just yet. I want to bring, oops, wait, hang on. So now I have to, oops, sorry. Then we have to go like this, and then we have to power out, and then we turn it to like 10 degrees of bank, and pull. Oh, but I have to do full break, don't I? 10 degrees of bank, full bank, full, oh, and then ooh, that's frightening. Powering up, nosing down. Whoa. level those wings, and then do the things. So yeah, like on one hand, I'm like, oh, that's nice that I don't have to do it to the full thing, but I'm also like, is that really a better thing? I think they're more interested in keeping your awareness well above, right, fair, stall speed versus what to do if you actually fully stall. That's... And you know what? And that is fair. I can't remember if, like, you've talked about it or if my instructors have talked about it, and it's like, they don't want to, like, put it... As you're practicing it, they don't want you to get into the habit of holding it, your configuration, until it does actually break. So, yeah, I definitely get that, I guess. So there, that was a potential, somewhat successful turn in a stall. Again, I've only practiced it once in real life, so I hope it was satisfactory and sufficient. I would like to get up just like a little bit further. Where am I going? We're gonna go westerly-ish. We're gonna power up just a little bit, man. And they don't want students to be spinning. Right, exactly. I would prefer not to be doing that in the plane that does not allow intentional spins. I am so looking forward to doing the spinnings. However, intentionally. Clouds look so much better! It's beautiful. I wish I could fly through them! Okay, let's see where we're at. Oh, God. I do. I want to get back on VATSIM. I want to be doing the, I want to do the IFR stuff. Oop, my bad. So we might have to readjust our schedule just a little bit. Oh, I do want to be climbing though. We'll get up to about, I kind of want to get 7,500 feet. We're gonna go 7,500 feet, so we'll see how that goes. All right, expedited climb. Kind of. And we're gonna turn back around though. Not steep spiraling in a cloud. You know what? I don't want to, but I feel like we might have to. Or we're just gonna go 7,000 and hope for the best. That's what we're gonna, or well, like right here. Okay. No. Because we're like right there. I don't want to have to turn the clouds off. But I gotta do that steep spiral. So we'll get down just like a smidgen more. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Tries the thing. 210. So I'm supposed to phase into the windish. So we're going to turn around a little bit. And we want to be at cruise. Okay. So we're gonna go westerly, actually. Boom. And okay. So steep spiral. Power goes out. Carb heat goes out. And then we 30 degrees. Pitch for best glide. And we're going to go around that thing. That curve in the road. And hope for the best. Pitching for best glide, which we figured, oops, was about 60. And we were on about westerly, so we're watching our stuff. Westerly and whoop it. And we're still above our thing, so we, oops, not that far. And we, oops, we best glide it. Nope, gentle, gentle like. Oops, gentle like. Keep on turning, keep on turning, keep on turning. Best glide, best glide. And then we whoop it again. And then we turn very quickly. And still best, oops, best glide without angering the chicken. There's our spot. We're a little to the east of it. So, and then we come out. Yes? That was 3, correct? Did I disappear? I don't know. Did I disappear? Is that you right there? I'm above you. I think. Dive bombing. Well, not if you can't find me, I'm gonna try and scare you. That's just the way this goes.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Yes, I understand that, Flight. Thank you. Oh no, I've lost you. Gosh darn it. Dang it. I'm very bad at that. I want to cheat and look outside the aircraft. But I also don't want to cheat and look outside the aircraft. We have to go to lazy 8s. Not lazy 8s. 8s on pylons. So many 8s. So we will look for a good spot. We were heading into the wind westish, or at least that's what we think we were doing. So, we were going this-ish way. You know what? Right there, I think, will probably be decent. So we're gonna go like this. Give us a nice wide space. Let me just make sure as we descend. Although I feel like it's not quite proper. You're headed east. I am now headed west. I will be headed east in a little bit. Is that directly the center? I think that is. So we are going to do it like that. There we go. Okay. So about 1,300-ish. Plus about 600 is 1,900. So we're getting down there. We're not going to lose our spot like that. Hang on. I'm doing it incorrectly. I'm heading upwind. No, that is correct. Heading upwind, and then I'll be going downwind. Yes. Actually, I think that's absolutely incorrect. It's good enough. Oh, well, actually. Gosh darn it. All right, now we're turning. I will be heading east in just a smidgen. I'm turning south, and then I will be heading east. And then we will be doing a lazy 8. Not a lazy 8, for the love of God. 8s on pylons. So over there are our 2 points. Make sure there aren't any things that we need to worry about. No, we look good. Okay. Gonna come up on our downwind leg. All right, here's our downwind leg. We're going east now. I haven't seen you for a little bit. I'm scoping. Oh, there you are. Hello. All right, so we got our point, and then we got our midpoint, and then we got our other point. And we got our traffic. All right, so we need to make it like, again, like a 30-degree angle from our first point. I almost feel like that's not actually quite the middle. So and that's what I thought before. So we're actually gonna aim for like the middle of that green instead. Thank you, Preflight. So aiming for the middle of that green. What just happened to my instruments? That did not please me. 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees. You see me. I see you. There's our point. And we snap it. Oop, oop, oop. I was probably a little bit late on that one. Ah, hello. So we're falling behind our point. So we pull back a little bit. Treat it as one fluid maneuver. And then we're rolling back out to our midpoint. Wings level. Going 30 degrees onto our other point. And getting back onto our thingy. Oops, 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees. Okay. And then we snap it. It's turning, it's whatevering back, so we pull it back. That's not right. My plane just vanished. Oh no. Do we need to do, hey. Do we need to do a different server? That was absolutely horrendous. It felt horrendous. Sim update date. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Would it help to do a different server or nah? So again, that is something that I'm going to have to go over some more. The specifics and mathematicalness of the aids on pylons and the pivot point. It's called the pivot point, right? Because I was like trying to think of the whole like the ground speed thing, and like the first one that I did felt okay, but the altitude that I did it at was higher than I anticipated, so I assumed that if I kind of kept it at that higher altitude, that's where I was supposed to be, instead of what my calculated one was. And then it just went, I don't know, it was just meh. And then I got into, yeah, I was pitching up too much. So, yeah. Was that pass worthy? We're gonna hope so. Which way are we going? Are those all the things? Do we just have to go back now? All right, so we shall make our way back to the airport. And I'm back. Okay, good. Going this way, continuing. I do wonder if like part of I do wonder if part of my problem is that like the screen is so far away, so I have to bring this in so far in order to see the things, but then I have like very, very little like visual like a very little visual window. Like I kind of need it like that because of like how the rest of my setup is. Gosh darn it. 1300, so 2300. So we'll get down to 2300. Make sure there's nothing in our way that we're gonna run into. Yeah, we're good. Excellent. Whoops. Ah. And we will go and we will do the final things, I think. Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. We did all the stalls. We did the chandelles and lazy eights and the eights on pylons. Steep turns. And now I just gotta do the landings, which I'm always terrible at. And I want to, I do. They're always terrible in here when I do them. I promise I do them better in real life. They might not be pretty and perfect and stuff, but I'm never as horrible as I seem to be in the sim. And it's a little bit disheartening sometimes. So I do. I need to get some IRL practice with this stuff. If only the runway was decent. All right, 10-mile call. Fillmore traffic, right? Fillmore traffic. Cessna Hotel 31 Delta 1. 10 miles southeast at 2,300. Inbound for runway 11. Fillmore. I see you. Yes, and maybe it's a good thing that, like on one hand it would have been, I was trying to get my night flying time in at my home airport because it's difficult to fly in and out of there because of no lighting. So I was like, if I can fly into there, I can fly into anywhere, kind of. So hello, how's it going? Loyal Patriot 1776, amazing name. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for putting up with me and my shenanigans. Hope you're well. Gotta get back up to 2300. But yeah, so I was determined to make sure I was being able to fly out of that airport. I mean, the other option, which I'm doing now, is learning to fly the other aircraft that I am less familiar with at night. So it's like, it's just a different level of comfort build, or a different kind of comfort building, I guess. So yeah, I'll get there. I was so set. I was gonna crank it all out. I was determined. Alas. And I could definitely put my carb heat back in. That would help. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, where are we? We are Sorry. Almost 6 nautical miles. I don't need that anymore. Where's my 5-mile radius? I would like my 5-mile radius. There it is. Coming up on 5 miles. Hello, hello. Oops. Friends. Wish your name would show up. That's odd. That's fun. Oop. Little high. Coming up. Fillmore traffic. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. 5 miles to the southeast. Inbound for runway 11. We will overfly the field to enter left downwind. Fillmore traffic. Sorry. Very yawny today. And I'm gonna try very hard to actually do the things properly. But I don't think I can handle having to do them over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, I see they're at 3,000 feet. So we're at we're supposed to be at 2,300 feet. And we're going that way anyway. Wait. So, I mean, technically we're going to be fine. However, makes me nervous. Thank you for the welcome. Yes, definitely welcome, welcome. You're a private pilot, single-engine land, proud to share your 16-year-old daughter. We'll have her first flight lesson on Sunday. Excellent. Congratulations to both of you. That's so cool. So, how did you get into it? And I assume she got into it because of you. So, what is your story? I would love to hear it. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, then just left. Okay. And then we're gonna do the thing. So, oops, 2,300. Finding that field. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh, and I freaking forgot. I never forget these things, but now I have. In real life, I should say. There it is. I should be higher than this in order to fly over the runway. I always end up aiming at the beacon. Oops. Oh, you know what? I probably should have checked the weather to make sure that it hasn't changed. Oh no! 170, 16 gusting, 20. Amazing! Gusty, almost crosswind. Perfect. Yay, I'm so excited. Oh god. The pattern you flew this weekend was ridiculous. So crosswind. Is that what you're talking about? Story, tell. Cause yeah, I'm still. I always try to get bad weather days, like bad enough weather days, so that I can get that comfort, like with the wind and stuff and the gusts, with instructor. But it always ends up being too good of a day or too bad of a day. So I'm not yet at that comfort level, but we're gonna do it in the sim because, yes. Right. Without giving too much away, let's just say it was busy. Right. Hello. And of course, never. I'm very private as well, so I don't expect any like givings away of information. So apologies if it ever comes off like that. I need to get down in the pattern. What are we doing? We are going to do a soft field, because that's going to be the easiest to come into for this. Always wanted to be a pilot since you were 7. A Piedmont flight from Fort Lauderdale to Baltimore in a 727. Okay. Didn't have the resources to go commercial, but joined the USAF. Nice. Excellent. I was a crew chief on C-17s, C-130s, and like, oh, that's so cool. Thank you for your service. That's amazing. And that's so cool. What was like the coolest thing you got to like work on then? And do you still like fly regularly? And just for fun? 20 and carb heat and we're way freaking high, but again, it's a, what's it called? Soft field, so I feel like that's one that, what on earth? That's strange. All you with your first experiences in 727s, okay. Fair enough. I wouldn't have even known. I've been in one airliner in my life, and I was very, very young, so I would not have known at all. She's hesitant, not sure she wants to fly, but you're going to make sure she tries it. Right, and that's fair. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, God. Oops. Oh. This is going to be a really, really, really terrible one, but... Oops. And it's been one of those things that I've found, too, that, like, I want to share it with everyone. And I think everyone will think it's so much fun and exciting. And there's just some people who aren't too into it. But then again,
500.
Oops. Which is fine. But like, yeah, at least having that one experience just to make sure, cause you never know. Cause yeah, I had the one flight in an airliner, maybe 2. And then again, we're doing soft field, so 2 notches. Oops. Getting on that center line. That's right. We have frickin' crosswind up the wazoo and it's gusty. So we're doing a soft field. Oh no. Oh, hello. Okay. It's a dance. DPE said we crab it. And then we keep that little, we power out and bop the power in just a little bit, and then we do the thing and we rudder, and then we that was definitely not a soft field. Shoot, words that I can't say because frick, I'm a lady. God damn it. That was, oh God, could be worse. We're gonna go around. Yay. Oh God. We don't have the airspeed. Hang on. Frick, that was terrible. Going around, yes, I'm sorry. You've been to 69 countries and 6 of the 7 continents, around the world 4 times. That's so cool. Sorry, hang on. Let me make sure that I don't actually crash the thing. I'm sorry. Frick, hate this gusty, stupid wind. Anyway, okay. We're gonna try that again. Wind is mad, right. God. Very cool, though. Make sure I'm going the right way off the runway. All right, we're just gonna move on to the other landings. And if we have time and energy and a certain masochistic bent, we will try the soft field again. That would have been good to have the full power in for our, yeah, anyway. God damn it. Guess which continent you haven't made it to? Antarctica. I feel like because you're asking, I feel like that's the one you have been to. You've been to Antarctica twice. Okay. Australia. You were seeing the center line through the side window. Right, exactly. Oh, South America. You have 2 guesses now. We'll see which one wins out. Which South America is probably South America. How goes the battle? The wind. The wind is a worthy adversary, and I am not. So it goes, but not well. Carb heat goes out. 2300. But hello. Again. And Australia. Yes! Nailed it. Interesting, though. Can I ask why you went to Antarctica? We're gonna aim for the, numbers. You know what? We're aiming for the numbers. Nope, that's not what I'm doing. That's a power off 180 move. Okay, so we go there. We're pitching, and we're pitching, and we're pitching. And then we... You hear me? Good. Excellent. It's nasty. Had to do a go-around. And we definitely almost crashed. I used to be impeccable in real life at go-arounds. I haven't had to do many in a while. So I'll probably have to start working on those again. We're attempting a short field landing right now. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Flying supplies to the scientists on the ice cap, Mundo Station, and the Pegasus ice runway. How was that? It sounds terrifying. Okay, so we crab. Okay, again, we crab. We crab into the wind, all the way down. We're doing short field. I must remember this. Short field. We're trying to land on the numbers. I kind of want to say the first stripe past the numbers, but you know what? I feel like I'm sinking, so we're gonna power up just a smidgen. Don't want to do too much though. I got my second flaps in. We got the nope. Oh my god. Get on that frickin' center line. Get on that frickin' god dang it. Center frick line. Sorry. And then we rudder and and then we numbers. You know what? See, I said oops, shoot. Frickin' rudders are under my frickin' table. God dang it, mother father. So like I'm not sure what all just came out of my mouth. I don't think there was anything particularly feisty in there. Or spicy, I should say. It was pretty feisty. So, oops. The thing is, did you hear me at the end there say, like, I'm aiming for the numbers? And then I was like, I think I should probably do the first stripe past the numbers. And I think that I landed on that one. So we're going to say that I completely was not aiming for the numbers and I was aiming for the first stripe. And so we're going to move on. And we're going to do a power off 180. This isn't the crosswind you choose for this plane. No, it is not. But you know what? It gives me reason to not have to do the things over and over again, to be honest. And like I said, apparently it doesn't go very well. So, yeah. So we're just going to blame it on the crosswind this time. And short field landing was one of the toughest moves for you? Okay, same. And that was the thing, is for my private, that was the one that I was worried about the most. And I did. I did it. I don't think it was pretty, but I did it. Oh, we're taking off one more time. We'll do a soft field because we're way down here anyway. So we'll have to take off again and do short field takeoff after that. So 1 notch of flaps. Carb heat goes out. And yeah, so I got the short field done for my... I got the short field done in my private crosswind correction. And so I was like, oh, all I have left is the soft field. And I've done that so many times because I fly out of a grass runway. So I'm good with this. Or I fly into a grass runway. I'm good with this. And so I was like, oh, so I must have passed this now because that's all I have left. And then I went and did the soft field and I completely slammed it. But I still passed, so yay. You would do a no flap landing and strong wind in that frame. Okay. I will attempt. Less flaps and softs are kind of out of the question. Well, we had to do our go around for our soft field, so it was a very, very soft field, not landing. Does that count? Does that count? I think it counts. But that's the thing, is because it can get really windy where my DPE is. So it's kind of it's been good. It's been all right for my last 2 check rides, surprisingly. But that's still always a potential issue. Before my private check ride, I was able to like fly out and meet with him so that I would be less nervous, hopefully. And we hung out, we talked about stuff, we flew together, and it was gusty as yes, it was what I remember. It was a crosswind gusting to 26 before my private check ride. So I was even less in control of the aircraft than I am now. But it was really nice to be able to fly with him doing that because he's so used to it. It's his home airport. So he's used to it. And we did 3 landings. And like, I think the second one was a really, really good one. So I was like, oh, I actually can land the thing. Shoot, we're doing power off, aren't we? Why am I doing this? 1,000 footers. Yeah, best glide. God, this is not gonna go well at all. I almost, you know what? We're gonna just turn. I'll just slip the sucker. Yeah, so it was like, okay, so I can land the thing even in that high of crosswind. But I think that I have not been able to do that since. So, whoops. Okay, so now I'm worrying like a little bit. Hello. Oh, I'm definitely high, but oh wait, shoot, I'm not supposed to be doing flaps.
Short final runway.
Oop. Slip. Oh wait, you know what? Hang on. Ah, shoot. Hang on. Oh God. I could probably. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, maybe I will. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, no. God damn it. Sorry. Oh God. I feel like I could have made that if I wouldn't have stalled the freaking thing. God damn it. All right. I kind of want to try that one more time because I messed it up and I could have almost gotten there. But that's it. That's all we're trying. We have to take off again anyway because we have to do our short field takeoff. So, okay. And I mean, I may have to do a soft and a strong crosswind, right? But you consider that abnormal, almost emergency, right? Wouldn't want to be softly touching down at minimum speed on one wheel on a soft field. Sounds good. Lots of forward slip. Stabilized approach, question mark? Short field takeoff. No, it wasn't at all. It was terrible. Oh my God. Gah. And I do. Okay. And I will say this because it's one of those things. As new student pilot, I know I'm working on my commercial right now, but it's still new stuff and I'm still getting over student brain things. I do. when I'm doing normal landings, that's always been a thing, is I'm always very aware of my speed because I don't want to stall the thing. But for some reason, when it comes to power off 180s, my brain doesn't want to like pay attention to the speed and like listen to what the speed is telling me. It just wants to do whatever it thinks that it's supposed to do instead of listening to my speed. So I don't know what it is. It is something I have to work on. So yes, definitely. We're gonna go forward just a little bit. We're gonna do our short field takeoff, and we'll come back around for our dumb power off 180, which I promise I can at least do somewhat better in the actual plane. Crosswind correction. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Oh God. Oh my God. Can you frickin' not? You gusty thing. Okay. There was our short field takeoff. And I guess that's the other thing too that I can think about. Like if and when, well, not if and when, but when we're like, we have to do the landings. If an airport nearish by seems better wind-wise, I can and should, and probably will, request to go to that one instead. Instead of attempting to do these things in less than ideal conditions. I'm always up for practicing stuff with instructor in less than ideal conditions, but for a check ride, I want that ideal. Okay. Just do it like a landing. It's a normal landing. Don't compartmentalize. 2300, doing the thing. Don't do flaps because that's not what we're doing. 2300, normal, normal, normal. Nice and I don't know. $2,300, $2,300. And I feel like I hold this one nose up too much as well. 1,000 footers. Okay. Power out. Best glide, best glide, best glide, best glide, best glide. Which we believe is 60. And on one hand, I want to like let it go a little bit, but also like I don't. No, don't do that. No, ducky. That was dumb. Oh God. We're turning directly toward the runway. Like, again, I feel a little bit high, but also whenever I feel a little bit high and then I try... Oh, no, we are a little bit high. We're gonna slip it. Yes, we are. We're gonna slip it down to our aiming point, which is that stripe right there. And we're gonna hope for the best.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Oh, thank you, Preflight. We're gonna do it like the space, before. The space in between the stripe. That's what we're gonna do. Oop, and then we hoop, and then we're nope, and then we hoop, and then we up, and then we whoop, and then we shoot, mother father. No, I ballooned! I ballooned! Nailed almost it. I think that was within 200 feet, so we're gonna call it. My freaking rudder pedal! Get over. Cause that was within the first stripe. So I think it was okay. I did. I got into... Nice. Oh, no. So we can taxi in. Because that's as good as it's going to get. Oh, no. Again, I think I was speaking at tongues at one point. Could probably clean up the plane. But hey, whatever it takes. Where's the taxiway? Oh, ugh. Oh no, I'm too fast. I cannot stop. Merge. I could probably taxi slower as well. However, Ducky's enjoying himself, and that's all I care about. Can I just go to... Oh my god. I still have yet to take a saw to this bit of my table that keeps getting my rudders caught. It's going to happen. Fillmore traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1, clear of runway 11. Fillmore. Oh my. We're still flying the plane. We're hoping for the best. We're gonna drift king it. Just immediately you touch down on center line. You're at the right, exactly. We're gonna... Cute. I like that livery. We're just gonna whip it. Whip it right into that person who is standing there. You're standing in my spot. You're fine. You know what? I will go on the other side then. How rude. I don't know if this is like an actual person or just part of the scenery. So yes, I'm just gonna park over here in the way of everybody because that ramp person is in my way. And thus I shall make everyone else is day more difficult. Okay. So we get back after he hopefully didn't unsat me for one thing or another. And then we do all the things. Click that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Click that off. Sorry. And then we mixture. Nope. Boop. Oh no, it didn't give me the logbook. And then I must do the other things. Shock it. Pitot cover. So we don't get downed by a wasp. Control space. Amazing. Yeah. And then we good. Ducky. Yes. This was nasty. But it was fun. It was fun to work on and give me an excuse to not do things over and over again. So we're gonna look at a little nav map. Where's the thing? There it is. Bada boomba. Okie dokie. So we started out, we almost turned left, and we turned right because I'm terrible at figuring out which runway I'm taking off from, apparently. We did our clearing turn, excellent, and then we did our steep turns, linked. And then we, Shundell? No. I have no idea what that was. What did we do? We did steep turns, and then we did lazy 8. Oops. Lazy 8, and then we, Shundell. and then we slow flight and turned, and then we did stalls in there, I guess. We did all the stalls. And I don't know, maybe that was our accelerated stall, question mark? Hang on. Because then we went like this, and then we went, oops, like that? Oh, wait, we did the, hang on. I have no idea what we did. And then we did, yeah, we did the things. And then the things that I know that we did is we steep spiraled. So, oh God, it's terrible. Steep spiraled, steep spiraled, steep spiraled. That's so bad. And then we went around, and I think was that. Then we were just finding a spot. Found our spot, doopity doo, and we went, did our upwind, then we did our downwind, and here was our 8. So it's kind of, there's bits in there that look like an 8. So we went like that, and then we went like that, and then we went like that, and it was all right, I guess. You gotta go to bed. Sounds good. See you tomorrow. I'm going to be late. But yes, see you tomorrow. Check out Charlie Foxtrot. He's got a great stream. He'll be streaming tomorrow. And yes, as always, thank you for the things, for the help, and then wisdom, and for your patience. Yeah, sleep well, and yes, see you tomorrow. And then we moseyed our way, and we did a terrible pattern, and almost landed, and almost crashed. And we counted it as a soft field, so then we went back and did the thing, and then we did short field, kind of. It didn't quite work. Soft field takeoff, turned back around, and did an attempted power off 180. Didn't quite work. Did our short field takeoff. Second power off 180, which we're going to say worked because wind. So, yeah. So that was that. We did our ACS earlier as well. And I guess I can get this into... I do. I just want to... This is not the best weather to be doing it in. However, we did it. Or attempted to. So, I'll get pretty music on. Take that off so I can think. I'll get this. Boop. And, boop. So, yes. So, we're still working on the Checkride stuff. I don't know. I might start switching it up just because I don't know how much it's really helping me. I feel like I'm going over the same things over and over, and not getting too much new stuff to help out. And yeah, I just need to get the maneuvers done in the real plane as well. Get some practice in the real plane more than this, just because it is so different. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm probably not going to do Thursday. We usually do Sherlock on Thursday. Have I ever had an engine failure in real life? Not quite. We had a situation at night that we thought was carb icing. It turned out it was probably a funky magneto situation. But yeah, that was frightening. We were going to do my my commercial cross country with instructor in a complex plane because I was finishing up those hours. So we were going to knock them both out at night. And we're climbing, and all of a sudden the engine starts running really rough. And my first thought was mixture, I think, or carb heat. I'm trying to think. It was either carb heat or mixture. I think it was mixture. And so I pushed the mixture in, and instructor grabs the carb heat. And it was still shuddering, shaking, whatever. And I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I'm looking for places to land at night. that will work, question mark, while I'm also like turning back to the airport to hopefully make it back there. Eventually it clears up and everything. We leave it on and we're like, okay, so we're gonna make our way back to the airport. And it happened a couple more times. But we did. We made it back. I got my complex time in, but didn't get the instructor night cross country in. That was okay because we didn't die. And it was a Comanche. So I was talking to my number one instructor about it, and he's like, Comanches don't usually get carb ice usually. And that plane had actually just gotten back from getting a magneto redone because it had basically shattered. So yes, at night, right? Exactly. And that was one of those things where I have to also get my night requirements in. I have to do 5 solo hours of night requirement for my night requirement, 5 solo hours. And I'm like, that's daunting. So, oh no, your friend had an engine failure yesterday at 250 feet after takeoff with his instructor. How'd it go? They land straight ahead. Yeah, the only other thing I had was an alternator failure, which was okay because it was VFR and everything. But yeah, it is. That stuff does it worries me. So I haven't thought about that for a while. Oh no. So I hope it went well. We can also oh yeah, so Thursdays we usually do Sherlock. It's a very good likelihood that we're probably not going to. But we'll see. I'll keep you updated on my Discord. I'll throw that in there. A cylinder burst. Oh my god. And they landed in a school field. To the right. Good. Excellent. No one injured and they landed well. Best case scenario. I'm so happy about that. So what caused that then? Was it just like it was time, or was there something, I don't know. What's the word? Was it like getting to a certain point on the life of the engine sort of thing? Or, yeah, what was it? Damn, I am so glad. My thing disappeared. I'm gonna try that again. Hang on. Now it's gonna do it like twice. Ah, well. Or I'll just go like this. Here we go. I think this will work. There. Now it works. Okay. So I will. I'll keep you updated for Thursday as well as Sunday. We will also see about Sunday whether or not we continue with Chip's challenge that day. So, yeah. It's kind of up in the air at the moment. But I'm going to have to start kind of being that way at the moment. So, we'll see what happens. Otherwise, as always, flying on Tuesday. I will try to be earlier, but I can't, what's the word? Guarantee it. They were in, right, so much shock. They were taken for a test flight in another plane so as not to have that as their last experience of flight in their mind. Right, fair. Yeah. Because I've heard stories like that where people, they're on, like, great track and everything, and they have something like that happen, and it's just, they can't get over it. So that's good. That's good that that was a thing. Is that like standard procedure at that school then? Because that's probably good. And the engine must have just reached its end, right? Well, and that's the thing too, is I think the plane that I'm flying, I think at least commercial instructor, number one instructor might have, but I think at least commercial instructor has been saying like it's probably getting to that time, the plane that I normally fly, He's probably getting to that time. So I'm like, oh God. I don't know. I don't know. When everything works, it's good. When it doesn't, school plans to discard the plane, though, because it's had 2 incidents. Just that they've happened in the same plane or because of the same plane, if that makes sense. Interesting, though. Sad, but interesting. And yeah, it's standard of the school. Okay, that's good. The instructor was in more shock than the student, which is also interesting. I mean, because they're the one who has to be in charge of it and do the things. Right? Yes, maybe. Is that why, perhaps? Huh. Oop, I'm going to take this off quick. And the same plane has had 2 incidents. Oops, sorry, checking things. All right. But again, were they two different things, or I have to get out of this 1 second. Sorry, I'm trying to explain it properly. So, like, was it just that 2 incidents have happened in the same plane, or was it like because of the mechanics of the plane, sort of thing? Like, was it the plane's fault? I guess is my question, to put it that way. I'm sorry, my brain is completely gone at this point. I apologize. I'll find somebody for us to raid. Hopefully something fun. If you have anybody that you would like, let me know. Otherwise, I'll try and find something good. Oh, okay. Sorry, things being weird. So they decided it's just time to let it go. Okay, the other incident was last year after check it lost power in cruise. Interesting. Okay. All right, fair. And again, like it is, you want to have good equipment. So if it's time, it's time. It's the oldest in the school at the moment. Okay. Or rather it was. Sounds good. Okay. Well, yeah, that's definitely probably a good choice there. So, definitely fair. No, I guess not for that one. Huh? Sorry, I'm trying to find somebody good. Let's see what happens. Would like some GA stuff, but we'll see what we can find. There's not a whole lot on at this time. I'm sorry. What about this one? And then that one's not apparently live. Okay. Gosh darn it. It's always so it's always difficult to find somebody this late. I'm sorry. And then they got like subs only chat, and it's just like, no. Gosh darn it. Do you know We Fly Daily? I feel like I've rated that before. Shall we? Let's. There it is. Okay. Okay. We'll do that. Sounds good. Thank you. I try to do like small things when I can. I try to like switch around places when I can, but yeah. If it's good, it's good. So, yeah, and I do. I think we've gone there before. So that works out. Awesome. Okay, thank you. We went over the schedule. And so yeah, so to whoever got lost and found their way here or found their way back, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And thanks for flying along. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Thanks for the follows, and thank you again, Charlie Foxtrot. I know he's in bed, but check him out. He flies tomorrow and Friday. Really good streams, and yeah, just all around good dude. So yeah. You're okay, bye. You're satisfied with your carrot. I appreciate that. I will deflate now. So yes, bye. I do. I appreciate you all. Yeah. If I forgot anything, brain is absolutely mush. So have a great whatever it's going to be for you. Hope to see you again soon. And until next time, yeah, I think that's it. So thank you. Thank you again so much. And bye.